What a run for Bison men's basketball in 2014-15. 2 home wins this weekend. 1 game left. The Bison are in position to win the conference. 25 straight home wins. That streak will carry into the offseason. Head coach Dave Richman joins us now, and we're going to break this down and talk about all the scenarios. But Dave, congratulations on the home winning streak at 25. That is certainly a feather in your cap, but also sending Lawrence Alexander out in a fantastic way. Obviously the win, but I thought the ceremony was great. His parents were here. It obviously impacted him a little bit. There was some emotion there.
Yeah, there was emotional. It was a great weekend from a lot of standpoints. Able to get the win Thursday against IUPUI, turn around and get the win Saturday. That meant a lot for a lot of people. Number one, 25-game home winning streak we kept. That's a credit to our guys, obviously, but our fans as well. We won 20th game of the year in a mid-major program 3 consecutive years. That's a special mark. But then you can see a special young man there, an emotional guy. And again, I thought that moment of when he broke down, when he got emotional around his brothers, around his teammates, around his family, again, that epitomizes who Lawrence is, and that epitomizes who I want to be as a culture here and as the head coach of North Dakota State.
One of the all-time greats, certainly Lawrence Alexander, and he's put a lot into it, hasn't he? And there's a lot of emotion. You can understand when it pours out like that, all the work these guys put in over a 4-year, 5-year period.
Yeah, and I think what our fans, fortunately or unfortunately, they only get to see him and the rest of our group 14, 15 nights out of the year, maybe catch us on TV a little bit. But it's a special young man that we get to be around every day, and there's a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into those 14 or 15 home moments, and just really pleased to have been a part of his life and helped each other over the course of the last 4 years.
Before we break down the 2 wins, let's look at the standings. Really update you where the Summit League is at. Just 1 game left for the Bison, 1 game left for the Jacks. But I think the big point here is that the Jackson Bison are going to be the 1 and the 2 here. You really guaranteed yourself Saturday with the 2 home wins here.
Yeah, and that'll help. In any other year, you might feel a little better about that. But Saturday's game, is going to be a tough one, no matter who it is. You see South Dakota State go to Western Illinois on Wednesday and struggle, and it's a 2-point game. Denver's in the 6th or 7th seed right now, a team we've gone to overtime with twice this year. The parity, the balance within this league is incredible. But if you are fortunate enough to win Saturday, having that day off Sunday before Monday's semifinal game will be great.
We'll talk about some of the scenarios a little bit later, but let's break down these 2 games right now. Thursday night, IUPUI comes in here. Jason Gardner has changed the culture a little bit there. They're playing much better this year than they had last year. The score was 57-48. Just talk about the flow of that game a little bit.
Was there much flow to it? I think that's where we started. I talked about it to our guys and publicly as well. There was a lot of emotion into this entire weekend, not just these individual games. And I thought we played like that, especially offensively, forcing things. But what I was really proud of our guys, I don't think we let one end affect the other. We weren't tremendous offensively, but I thought we were really locked in defensively, and we're able to force a bunch of turnovers Thursday night as well as Saturday afternoon. And again, a credit to our guys locking in on game plans.
Now, as we check out the whole weekend as a whole, you beat IUPUI, then this Fort Wayne game. Wow, what a battle this was.
Yeah, something was going to give in this game. They'd come in on a 7-game winning streak. We had our 25-game home win streak going on. And make no mistake, this is a really good team, a team that was picked, to win the Summit League from the start. And started 1-5, and real credit to John Kaufman and his staff for flipping things. They made some alignment adjustments, but again, you could see the resiliency in our guys. In the second half, Fort Wayne takes a 2 or 3 point lead, and I thought it was a special moment for a big time moment for a freshman, true freshman, and Paul Miller made an assist, a steal, and then a big 3 to really get the crowd into it, and it was loud in there. That was special.
How about how you guarded Steve Forbes, the big guy in the middle? He's a roughly 300-pounder, just a big guy down there, and you really limited his touches.
Yeah, I thought that was the big thing. He got 12 points on only 6 shots, but for him only to get 6 shots, it's a total team effort. But I thought Chris Kading and Dexter Warner in particular did a tremendous job, really limited his touches. Everybody talks about the spark that Dexter's given us, offensively, which we're pleased with. But what I'm really pleased with as a coach and as a staff here is Dexter's come a long way defensively.
As we look at the score from this game, you get the victory. It's a big day, obviously Lawrence's day, but IPFW certainly is going to be a factor in Sioux Falls, aren't they?
There's no question. Yeah. For them to come in, traveling in from Denver in a great environment and to have the lead and play as well as they're a contender. There's, again, this league has been won in the last, 3, 4, 5 years with experience, and they've got 3 seniors in the starting lineup, and Coach Kaufman and his staff done a tremendous job with them.
Okay, Dave, this week you have Oral Roberts on the road, and obviously you control something. If you win the game, you put yourself in position for the league title, but first things first, you got to get the road win. Won't be easy in Tulsa, I'm guessing.
No, it won't be at all. It never is. It says expect a miracle on their court for a reason. We were fortunate. It was a great game. We got up early, and it seems like so long ago. Yeah. First conference game of the year back in early January, but we were fortunate enough to get a lead. They battled all the way back, and again, kind of the epitome of what our season's been. Our guys were resilient, found a way down the stretch. But this is a very good Oral Roberts team. Scott Sutton is as experienced of coach as there is in the league, and they've got tremendous players in Obi and Bilberry. And some good parts around them. So we're going to have our hands full Thursday night, but I know our guys are looking forward to the opportunity.
Hey, Dave, talk about the culture in the locker room a little bit. Everyone says, oh, you got at least the second seed wrapped up. You're playing on Saturday. That's not how the guys look at it, is it? I mean, they want the number 1 seed, and in order to get that, you have to win on Thursday. They look at it a little differently than maybe the fans do. Yeah,
you try to bring that up to those guys in the locker room, and they come at you. We're not playing for second. And we're in a good position. Yep. There's no doubt about it to have that Saturday game, and if we're fortunate enough to win, to have Sunday off before Monday. But you're not talking to these guys about second place right now. And we can control one thing this week, and that's taking care of business Thursday, and then we'll see how the chips fall, in Vermilion on Saturday.
Fantastic job this season so far, Dave. It's not over yet. It's going to be a fun 2-3 week stretch here. Enjoy it, Bison Nation, and Thursday night on the Bison Radio Network. Of course, Scott Miller will have the call for you. Bison and Oral Roberts, we'll recap that next week and also set up the Summit League tournament for you. Have a great week.